All right. Welcome to the Album Listeners Club. I'm Todd, and yeah, it's Monday Fun Day. So I was trying to think of what I could do for Mondays, but had the Monday blues. And hey, there we go, the Monday blues. So I'll go over, some blues records. Just a couple today, and the ones I'm going over are by, he's a blues guy for sure. He's not the oldest blues guy, but he's pretty important in the blues world and in the rock and roll world and psychedelic area. And I'm talking about Mr. Jimi Hendrix. Yeah, he was, pretty influential, and he's a blues guy and psychedelic rock guy, and he's a legend, ultimate guitarist. But he was influenced by a lot of the old blues guys. Muddy Waters, Howlin' Wolf, Robert Johnson. Lots of that. And Jan learned the blues from a lot of blues masters too. Back when he was younger. But anyways, yeah. So we're going over some Jimi Hendrix. And this one, I thought I had Are You Experienced? I think I have it on CD, but I don't have it on album. But anyways, this one, Acts as Bold as Love. It's pretty awesome. And this album itself, of course, if you have this album, you probably already know that. But like, quite the artwork, like Hindu god kind of artwork. And and then on the inside, it's got Acts as Bold as Love. It's got all the all the song lyrics and whatnot, and even the starting when they have the announcer talking about aliens and stuff and UFOs. So anyways, but yeah, it's a good album, and I haven't listened to it for a while. I probably should have listened to it first, but anyways, yeah, it starts out first, side one. It's got the announcer saying, "Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the radio station EXP. Tonight we are featuring an interview with a very peculiar-looking gentleman who goes by the name of Mr. Paul Caruso on the dodgy subject of are there or are there not flying saucers or UFOs." So yeah, it goes in that, and then the first song is called "Up from the Skies." And yeah, I can't recall that song, but I'm sure I know it if I listen to it. Like I said, I haven't listened to this album for a while. Then it goes into Spanish Castle Magic. That's a wicked tune. Spanish Castle Magic. And then Wait Until Tomorrow is the third song, side A. That's a good tune. Ain't No Telling is the next. Yeah, I can't recall that one, but I know it's awesome. And then it goes into the next song, which is Little Wing. That's a classic. Stevie Ray Vaughan did Little Wing. All instrumental, of course, but Little Wing is a wicked tune. And then the last song on side one is If 6 Was 9, which is another great tune, kind of psychedelic and whatnot. All right. And in between sides, I'm going to take a quick drink break. Cheers. Sorry, just having a beer after work. Anyways, okay, so side two starts out with You Got Me Floating. You got me floating round and round, always up, you never let me down. Yeah, another good one. And then one of my favorites, Castles Made of Sand. I always love that song, even like when I was a kid. Hearing that first time, it was like, it's a pretty powerful song. Love it. Still to this day, don't get sick of it. And then it goes into She's So Fine. Yeah, I can't Don't remember that one either. I really got to listen to this one again. It's going in my to listen again file. Then it goes into One Rainy Wish. Like I said, another one I haven't revisited for a while. But then it goes in Little Miss Lover. That's a good tune. I know that one. And Bold as Love, Axis Bold as Love ends the album. And pretty trippy album as I remember. But like I said, I got to revisit it because it's been too long. I probably haven't listened to this, oh geez, I don't know, a couple of years probably. So, but I love anything Jimi Hendrix does. He's a master, man. Like even his albums, like you know, where when his popularity was fading and people thought he was losing it and whatever, and his music was crazy or whatever. You listen to that, it's unbelievable the stuff he came up with. I think he was way ahead of his time, and yeah, possibly an alien. Just kidding. But anyways, and here's another one. I picked up this album actually from my brother. He was gonna, like, he's had this one for years, and he was gonna give it up, and a bunch of other records too. And I'm like, what are you doing? Don't give that one up. He said, I'll take it if you're just gonna take it to the Salvation Army and get rid of it. But it's basically a greatest hits, and I think this was a Canadian press from 1982, 84 it says. Anyway, so it's, you know, not a classic Jimi Hendrix, but it's pretty good. It's got all the hits, right? Side 1 starts with Are You Experienced? Followed by I Don't Live Today. Voodoo Child, Slight Return, of course. Stepping Stone. And side 1 ends out with Castles Made of Sand, same as the last album. Then it goes to side 2 is Killing Floor. And it says it was recorded by Wally Hayter at the Monterey International Pop Festival, June 18, 1967. So it's like a live, previously unreleased Killing Floor. And then go into Purple Haze. Red House, love that song too. That's a great one. Followed by Crosstown Traffic. Third Stone from the Sun, and ends off with All Along the Watchtower. It's a pretty good little album. And yeah, the reason my brother was giving it up is you can only have, you know, he's got all the other Jimi Hendrix, like all the original albums. And I'm like, well, still, it's good to just throw on a greatest hits every now and then too. You don't have to listen to 4 or 5 albums. Just throw on that one. But anyways, yeah, so just, you know, Jimi Hendrix was, like I said, he was way ahead of his time. People knew that, and there's like the famous quote that, you know, when Eric Clapton first saw Jimi Hendrix way back in the day when he was breaking out in the UK there, over in Europe, Eric Clapton saw him live, and he was just like blown away. And he pretty much was like, after he saw Jimi Hendrix, he's like, take my guitar. I don't, you know, like, I can't play guitar anymore. Like, this guy just like showed me, like, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, he just kind of blew people out of the water, and, you know, and he was just natural talent. And I'm sure he practiced the shit out of the guitar, but he wasn't a show. Well, he kind of was a showboater a little bit, but not like the 80s heavy metal guitar showboating, right? Like, as fast as you can go. He just made sounds on the guitar that nobody had even thought of making on the guitar, and making it like just mind-bending music that nobody could understand. But it was just like, holy shit, like, that's awesome. And he was like that up until he died. And he was always experimental in his music. You know, and then I think a lot of the music, people just, you know, he got popular and all that. But then as time went on, and, maybe fueled by different substances or whatever. Was making more different stuff and wanted to go a different direction, and people didn't agree with it, and they just like, oh, he's losing it. But I think he was tapping into something else too, and it just was more than people could, more than they could take in. Like, it was just too much ahead of its time, you know. But you listen to some of his old stuff and this experimental stuff that he was making, it was like he had a vision in his head, and just maybe the guitar, all he could get out of it, like there's just more music in his head that he had to get out, but he couldn't with what he had, I guess. I don't know. It sounds weird maybe, but anyways, he was just true master. And even to this day, like, how many people has Jimi Hendrix influenced to become a guitarist and to learn, and still, like, a lot of guitarists can't even be near his level, and I mean, I'm a guitarist as well, if you want to call it that. I play guitar, but I'm not anywhere near Jimi Hendrix level at all. Like, not even close. But even if I was, like, practice and all that, I don't know. It's just something, it just came out of his soul. And he tapped into something, that was maybe from another dimension. I don't know. But just way beyond his years for sure. And way beyond anything else that was coming through in the 60s. And 60s was pretty wild and experimental, and a lot of awesome music came out of that. A lot of awesome bands. But Hendrix was like miles above everybody else at that time. Anyways, so yeah, that's my my Monday Night Blues pick for this Monday. And yeah, so I think I'll do, maybe next Monday I'll do another Monday blues. I got a few blues people I can go through, and I'll have to listen to the albums first so I can talk to them a little bit better. But hey, this is just a start. I'm just trying this out. It's a start. I'm not a master video podcast YouTuber. Just doing this for fun. And yeah, hope you enjoyed. And if you do, just subscribe to the channel, like it, share it, whatever you want to do. And yeah, I'll just keep on making some videos. It's just something for me to do. All right. Cheers. Rock on.